What if the biggest headaches of the NFT world, crippling gas fees and networks that move at a snail's pace, just disappeared? What if you could mint, buy, and sell digital art for fractions of a penny in the time it takes to snap your fingers? While other chains have been groaning under their own weight, a new standard has been quietly perfected on the XRP ledger. And for creators, collectors, and the entire digital economy, it's a total game changer. For years, those of us in the crypto community have been watching the NFT space with this weird mix of excitement and total frustration. The promise was huge: true digital ownership, a booming new economy for artists, and a rock-solid way to trade unique assets. But the reality? It's often been a painful, expensive mess, full of $1,000 transaction fees and mints that fail right at the last second. It felt like a revolution that was only for the rich. But while everyone was looking elsewhere, developers on the XRP ledger were building something different. They weren't just slapping a bandage on the problems other blockchains had, they were building a solution from the ground up. This is the story of how XRPL NFTs came out of nowhere, not by being the loudest in the room, but by simply being the best. Alright, real talk for a second. If you've ever tried to get in on a hyped NFT drop on other popular blockchains, you know the pain. You're ready, you're waiting for the mint button to light up, and then bam, you get hit with a gas fee that costs more than the NFT itself. It's a gut punch, not just to your wallet, but to the whole dream of an open, accessible digital world. This isn't just some small annoyance, it's a massive flaw that has locked out millions of people. Artists either have to eat those insane costs, shrinking their already thin margins, or pass them on to their community. Collectors have to gamble on unpredictable fees for every single move they make, from listing an NFT to accepting a bid. All this friction created a huge barrier, stifling creativity and killing mainstream adoption before it could even start. And that's before we even talk about speed. During peak hours, networks can slow to a crawl, leaving transactions hanging for minutes or even hours. Imagine trying to accept a great offer on your digital art, only to watch the transaction fail because the network is totally clogged. It's an environment that just breeds frustration. The dream of smooth, instant digital ownership was getting lost in a sea of technical problems. The NFT space was screaming for an alternative, a platform built for efficiency, scale, and the actual user. It needed a ledger designed for exactly this. This is where the XRP ledger steps into the story. Not with a bunch of flashy marketing, but with clean, brilliant engineering. The secret sauce is a protocol called XLS20, and it's so revolutionary because it brings NFTs to the XRP ledger. That distinction is everything. See, on most other blockchains, NFTs aren't a core feature. They're built with complex layered programs called smart contracts. It's like trying to run a heavy video game on a computer that wasn't built for it. Sure, it might work, but it's going to be clunky, inefficient, and open up security risks. Every single interaction, minting, bidding, selling, requires running one of these smart contracts, which eats up network resources and, you guessed it, sends gas fees to the moon. The XRP ledger's approach is completely different. With XLS20, NFTs are baked right into the ledger's DNA. The standard itself defines the basic tools you need for the asset, to manage bids, and to keep track of everything you own. Actions like minting or creating an offer are built-in functions, not complicated scripts. This native support means that making and trading NFTs on the XRPL is ridiculously efficient. It doesn't need all that heavy lifting from smart contracts, which means no network congestion and no insane fees. It's like comparing a custom-built race car to a family car with a rocket strapped to the roof. One was designed for pure performance from the start. This streamlined design is the foundation of XRPL's edge, offering a safer and way simpler experience for everyone. So, we know XLS20 is different, but what does that mean for you? Let's break down the real-world benefits that are setting a new standard for the whole industry. First, and this is the big one for most people, speed and cost. Transactions on the XRP ledger settle in 3 to 5 seconds. Not minutes, not hours. Seconds. And the average cost? It's not hundreds of dollars or even a few bucks. It's a tiny fraction of a cent. This isn't some special promotion. It's just how the network works, all the time. For creators, this means you can mint a collection of thousands of NFTs for just a few dollars. For collectors, it means you can buy, sell, and trade without ever worrying that gas fees will eat up all your profits. The ledger is built to handle over 1,500 transactions per second, so it stays fast and cheap even when things get busy. Second, a massive win for creators: built-in royalties. On other platforms, getting your royalties often depends on the marketplace where the NFT is sold. If it moves to a marketplace that doesn't honor them, you're out of luck. The XRPL helps solve this at the protocol level. A creator can set a royalty percentage right into the NFT when it's minted. Any sale that happens through the ledger's own decentralized exchange, DEX, will automatically send that royalty back to the creator. This creates a much more reliable and persistent revenue stream for artists, finally delivering on one of the original promises of NFTs. Third, the XRPL is more secure because it's simpler. By building the basic NFT functions directly into the protocol, it dramatically reduces the opportunities for hackers to find exploits. Many of the biggest NFT thefts you've heard about were due to bugs in a smart contract. With the XRPL's native functions, the code is simpler, audited, and part of the core ledger, creating a safer home for everyone's digital assets. And finally, there's the environmental angle. The XRP ledger uses a consensus protocol that is incredibly energy efficient, especially compared to the proof-of-work systems that powered many early blockchains. This makes the XRPL a genuinely green choice, letting creators and collectors join the NFT world without a heavy environmental conscience. Amazing technology is one thing, but a buzzing ecosystem is what proves a revolution is really happening. And that's exactly what we're seeing on the XRP ledger. The perks of XLS20 have been like pouring gasoline on a fire, sparking a huge wave of creativity and development. A huge part of this was Ripple stepping up to support the community. The company launched a $250 million creator fund, which gave artists, developers and brands the financial and technical backup they needed to build NFT projects on the ledger. This wasn't just a grant, it was a loud and clear message that the XRPL was serious about becoming a top-tier home for NFTs. The fund has helped launch everything from stunning digital art to metaverse projects and even ticketing systems for virtual events. All this support has led to a vibrant network of marketplaces. Platforms like XRP.cafe, Bids, and XP Market have popped up, all offering easy-to-use tools for minting and trading XRPL NFTs. We've also seen major partnerships with established brands and marketplaces like Mint NFT and Mintable, which brought even more mainstream attention and legitimacy to the ecosystem. The on-chain numbers tell the story of this explosive growth. In the third quarter of 2025, average daily NFT transactions surged by over 51%, a jump driven by a massive 70.8% increase in daily mints. This isn't slow and steady growth, it's a full-blown adoption curve, going parabolic. While other ecosystems were struggling, the XRPL community was quietly building, and now, the results are getting impossible to ignore. So, what does this all mean for the future of digital stuff? If you're a creator, it means freedom. Freedom from crazy fees, freedom to launch huge collections, and the freedom of knowing your royalties are baked into your art. It levels the playing field so that pure talent can shine, not just the people with the deepest pockets. For collectors and traders, it means speed and opportunity. You can act on market moves instantly without worrying about fees. It makes microtransactions and entirely new ways of collecting possible that just couldn't exist on high-fee networks. For developers, the XRPL is a streamlined and secure launchpad for building the next big thing in NFTs. But the really exciting part is what's just around the corner. The XRP ledger's tokenization capabilities go way beyond digital art. The same technology can be used for real-world assets, RWAs. We're talking about tokenized real estate, stocks, intellectual property, you name it, all traded with the same incredible speed and efficiency. In fact, recent reports showed the RWA market cap on the XRPL has already skyrocketed, signaling that this next wave has already begun. This is the bigger picture. We're on our way to an internet of value, where any asset in the world can be tokenized, traded and settled in an instant. The rise of XRPL NFTs is a huge step toward that future. It's proof of what happens when a blockchain is built for a purpose, when it focuses on scale, efficiency, and real-world use. This isn't just about one platform's success, it's about a new, better, and more open standard for the entire digital world. If you're as fired up as we are about the future being built on the XRP ledger, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss what's next. And we definitely want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What's the coolest XRPL NFT project you found? Let's celebrate the builders of this incredible ecosystem together. For too long, the story of NFTs has been all about the problems, but the rise of NFTs on the XRP ledger is finally rewriting that script. With the game-changing XLS20 standard, practically non-existent fees, lightning-fast speed and a real commitment to its community, the XRPL has gone from being the underdog to setting the new benchmark for the entire industry. This is more than just another option, it's a glimpse of what the NFT space was always meant to be: open, efficient, and for everyone. The quiet revolution is over. Now, the celebration begins.